Hey everyone, how you all doing? Hope you're doing good. Right, today we're back in Plants vs Zombies for part 6, which is actually, yeah. So today we're doing the Adventure 2. But first, before we get into that, gotta go pay our Zen Garden a little visit. This is what we do at the start of every single video now. Pay our Zen Garden a nice little visit. Yeah, let's get these in. Right, now they've got some growing up to do. Oh yeah, give me that money. Right, perfect. Anyway, right guys, today we've got some rules for Adventure 2, alright? And obviously I'll read them out, obviously I'll put them up all on the screen. We've actually got a lot of rules here. Obviously, over time, I probably will add some more rules because obviously there's probably some things that I've missed, for example, but let's get into them. So, rules. I can only use the 3 plants Crazy Dave has chosen. Which basically, if you didn't know, Crazy Dave in Adventure 2 gives us 3 plants to work with, and we have to bring them into level. So our challenge is to only beat every single level with them. Exceptions are I can bring sunflower / sunshroom, lily pad and plant pot if it hasn't already been chosen. Otherwise the level is impossible. For example, let's say Crazy Dave gives us lily pad. That's absolutely fine. But obviously if he doesn't, then we have to bring lily pad anyway. It probably is better that he doesn't, because then we get extra plants we can bring to level. So instead of having to use only 3 plants, we could probably use 4. So we'd want to hope that Crazy Dave doesn't give us sunflower or lily pad or plant pot, or even sunshroom at all. Any sun producer or any necessary plant. If given a plant that requires another plant, I can bring another plant. What that means is for example, if we've been given the coffee bean, that coffee bean can only be used if we've brung another plant. So obviously, coffee bean, we can only use coffee bean if we bring a mushroom. So that's an exception also we can have. Otherwise, we can't use coffee bean. If not given any offensive plants, we're allowed to bring 1 offensive plant. So that's saying, for example, if we've been given like tall nut, plant pot and sunflower. There's no offensive plants, so we can bring 1 offensive plant. Unless it's like 1-1 and we've been given tall nut, that loadout, then maybe it's possible. Other than that, I probably still try and avoid that because it's going to be a very, very slow and boring level. But obviously you guys will have to see that, but it's going to be very slow for me. Also, if given no counter to a zombie, I am allowed to bring it. What that means is for example, if we got a balloon zombie, yeah, and we haven't been given cactus or blover, we're obviously allowed to bring 1 of the 2. Probably preferably blover, because obviously it's not an attacker. But if we've been given no attacker and no counter to balloon zombie, then we have to use cactus. In fog levels, I am allowed the plantain, which means obviously so we can see, and obviously it's not taking the pill. Unless we've been given blover, then obviously we'll use blover. Or if we've been given plantain, then obviously we can still use it anyway. We can have pumpkin, but not when it's going to be too easy. What that means is, for example, let's just say we've got a level that's like... Let's say we've got a level that's like very easy and we just spam pumpkin everywhere. No. Like, for example, we can't do that. Unless we've been given pumpkin, then yeah, we can spam it on every single plant. But, let's just say, for example, the plantains, yeah? We can put pumpkins on them. And maybe there's lanes in the water where the zombies pop up in the end, we can use it for that. But other than that, maybe like the plant at the front we can use pumpkin on. I'll try and show you an example. Like the front of our defence is not really anywhere else, we can bring pumpkin. Unless it's also to like defend something, but like, other than that, unless it's like we've been given like pea shooters to like deal with if we've been given pea shooters to deal with football zombies, that's not really going to go down well, so then we could bring the pumpkin for obviously support. But obviously we can't spam them everywhere. Nighttime levels, puff shrooms are allowed, but we can only have 1 column. Obviously, if we haven't been given puff shroom already, we can have a row of puff shrooms. But obviously, we can only use that row of puff shrooms. We can only have that 1 column. Obviously, once we've got our defence, we have to remove them. Obviously, just so it's like easy. Like, because let's say we've been given pea shooter at night time, and that's about it. We're not going to be able to get that up in time. Obviously, if we've been given a really expensive offense plant in the day, let's just say, for example, we have been given sunflower, lily pad, melon pulp, Then we can have potato mine, but only for the first 4 zombies. Now, obviously, this is obviously so we can get our melon pulse up. Obviously, all 3 Peters, like whatever the most expensive offensive plant we've been given. Otherwise, again, it's probably not going to be very easy. So we can only reuse it for the first, like, 4 zombies. Obviously, I want to try and avoid using for the first 4 zombies, but if that's the case, then it's whatever. Upgrade plants are allowed, but not if they will make the level too easy. For example, if we've been given only fume shrooms and level has too many high health zombies, I can bring gloom shroom, for example, obviously to support. Other than that, we want to try and avoid it. Twin sunflower is always allowed because it just makes it give us more sun production. It's not really that much of a harm. Imitator plants are allowed, 100% allowed, because, like, once again, like with the melon pole, let's say that's our only offensive plant. We can use imitator sunflowers to get our sun production up more higher so we can afford it. And if only given lily pad, cattail is allowed, for example. For example, if we were given sunflower, lily pad and tuna, then in a pool level, we can obviously use a cattail as our offensive plant. So that is allowed. So yeah, that is the rules, all the rules so far. I'm just going to go get a glass of water, guys, because my mouth is really dry, so I'll be back in a second. But for example, like, that's what I was saying. So obviously we can have that as our offensive plant. That's all the rules I have at the moment. Is there anything in Dave's shop we can afford? If I'll be real, I actually really want the winter melon because that's going to be really handy. Obviously, imitator we probably can't get. Obviously, what ones are we going to be allowed? Like, for example, obviously also gold magnet we could obviously get because obviously it has no harm. But other than that, I don't see any plants that we could really bring. Cattail we may need. Obviously, that's probably something I want to get like straight away. But anyway, let's hop straight in. Yeah, that was all the rules explained. So yeah, man, those zombies just keep coming. This time around, I want to pick some seeds for you. Basically, this is where the challenge is, so this is going to prove it. I chose these 3. Obviously, this level's going to be piss easy because... Do you know what? That's actually a pretty good loadout. Right. Also, we don't have to use all the plants. Let's just say, for example, for this level, we only use star fruits, but mainly, I can use all of them. But that is really actually a pretty decent loadout. Don't get it wrong. That actually is good. So, for example, like now... Obviously, we'll just bring them 2, and obviously what we do afterwards, we just bring ourselves a load of garbage, which we're not going to use. So what I'll probably try and do to indicate that my plant lineup ends there, like for example, twin sunflowers, is where we'll cut it off, and obviously we'll just use loads of plants that we cannot use. But yeah, that's an example. But yeah, other than that, here we go. This is where the challenge begins. This is a very weird loadout. Snow pea and star fruit. But it's the whole sake of the challenge. It's for fun. So it's for funsies. So that's what we're doing. Oh, the day levels are going to be really weird. Obviously, for example, also I might as well mention the mini games, like all 1-5 or all the -5 levels. I'll probably will be skipping, maybe same as the -10s. Okay, I probably won't really skip them, but like you won't see as much of them because obviously they don't really have much to do with the stage. Obviously, they don't really have much to do with the challenge. But I mean, I don't know. I'll probably will. I'll see how I feel. Right, hopefully that Colonel Pulp can actually take care of him. Like for example, now with the Melon Pulp, we've only just been able to afford a Colonel Pulp, which is even then probably not even going to kill him. Okay, if he's buttering, then it can kill him. Come on, Colonel Pop, please. Throw more butter, please. I'm not losing a lawnmower already. Right. We're going to have to use Snow Pea instead, because Colonel Pulp's just too bad by himself. Actually, no, he's not. We can place him there. That should be enough distance. Hopefully, that's enough distance. Like, we're only dealing with basic zombies, so I don't really know why there would be such a challenge. But it's obviously, it's this game, so who knows. Obviously, like I said, twin sunflowers we can obviously have because it just makes life easier. To just get that nice old sun production in. Same with this challenge, I just can't wait to get to the later ones because the front lawn, I kind of find very boring. It's probably the most boring level out of the whole game. I mean, do you know what? I should actually do a tier list on Plants vs Zombies Worlds, actually. I mean, I could actually probably do my tier list right now. I mean, I could probably rank the difficulty of how the levels are and also, like, the difficulties or... Not even the difficulties, but just like my preferred worlds. Obviously, that'd probably be like a very, very short video. So, but I guess I'll go into depth why I like it. So I guess that's what obviously I can do. It's an extended video. Like for example, look here, look down here. Obviously, the levels are longer. We've got 2 flags. So normally this level would be like 1 flag. So that's where you can see the difficulties kind of coming up. But yeah, again, fighting off basic zombies is very, very easy. I probably can literally just stick with this lineup. Anyway, let's start getting some star fruits out. Oh, that also means some levels are going to have like 4 flags as well. Like, let's just say, for example, we're only given like kernel pulse. Then we're definitely going to need pumpkin to support. Like, let's say it's like 4 flags with like very difficult zombies. we're definitely going to need, like, pumpkin. Like, it just explains it. Like, obviously, we don't want to make the, like, challenge impossible. We still want to make it to the point, like, even then, like, these groups of zombies are actually getting quite big. But just New Game Plus as well is just, like, so much better as well. Like, New Game Plus, just so good. Also, I might as well add in, also us doing Adventure 2 also gives us an opportunity to get more money for the Endless. And obviously for the Survivals. Because obviously we're going to need to buy all those plants. Because we need at least most of them. Right. So it's a good opportunity for us to get money. So for this round, we probably can buy like the Wintermelon or something. I think it should be enough lineup, but obviously we can never get enough. Obviously, yeah, I feel like I'm probably going to have like, start to do a bit more short videos, especially when we get to like the puzzles and all that. I probably will start to like do a lot of things. I just realised like, what's it called? The daytime is the only one that doesn't have a final wave like gimmick. Like the day lawn is literally the only level that doesn't have a an end of level gimmick. Like for example, like night time, all the zombies raise from the graves. And same as like at the bottom, at the pool, we obviously get zombies rise, same with the fog, and obviously the roof we get bungees from the top. Yeah, we just get money and we're going straight into next level. Again, basic zombies. Slightly more worse loadout, but we'll take it. So that's all we can have. Like guys, I'll show you the pumpkin, obviously, because I know that these zombies are not going to get very far at all. Because obviously we can win with this loadout anyway, but I'm just going to show you what I mean by the pumpkins. So obviously how we can use the pumpkins. I'm just going to show you. Oh, should I get another sunflower down? Wow. Oh yeah, I'm greedy. I should not be. I should not have done that. I should get the kernel pulp down like right away. This is also hard because actually no, that's fine. This is also hard because obviously us getting that is just like we can't really get our sun up. We have to get an attacker straight away. Also, it makes me think like if we restart a level, do we get given the same options or do we get given different ones? Because I do kind of want to test that out, but at the same time I don't, because I don't want to make it to the point where it's like an easy level. Do you get what I mean? I don't know. I don't think we will. Obviously, we'll try it and not restart if that's the case. But obviously, I mean, I guess I could just try it out in a different save. Obviously, I guess I can go on like my other account on this, or my other user, and obviously just do that. I guess I could do that just to test, but obviously not for this video. We're probably not gonna have to restart for this video. At least I hope, but that's what it is. I still haven't even off the time, the lifetime of me doing this video, I have not got part 4 or part 5 even finished yet. Obviously, part 3 is obviously premiering literally in about 36 minutes. So obviously we've got that very soon. Also, I would go tell you guys to go watch that, but obviously it's premiering. So you can't, obviously it's going to be quite a lot in the past. But obviously, again, you can also check it out. Part 3 is quite a funny video. Well, not really that funny, but yeah. Oh, I'm going to cherry bomb. That is really bad. But I'm just going to do it. I think I need to start getting star fruits because these actually do really good damage. Star fruits do actually do a lot more bigger damage than kernel pulps do. Right, for example with the pumpkin, let's just give you the pumpkin. Let's just say for example, yeah. Let's just say our front lineup is here, yeah. That's our front run up. We can have pumpkins along that front lineup. That's it. Maybe right in the back if we got digger zombies, but other than that, we're going to try and not use that. Obviously, if we've been given the pumpkin, then we can put it everywhere. But if not, if we haven't been given it, we can only really put it when we necessarily need it in the level. Like, for example, let's say a zombie is actually going to kill this lane. Yeah, and let's just say he makes it about, like, here. We can obviously put a pump. Let's just say he makes, let's say the zombie, these zombies right now make it to about here. Obviously, I can pumpkin the kernel pulp for a little bit extra. Or, if, like, there's just all these zombies, like, all-stars, and obviously, yeah, we're going to have to use pumpkins, obviously, with this loadout, because obviously they are not going to be able to, and obviously we'll just wait for the cherry bomb, because this loadout is not going to be able to kill probably any more than basic zombies. Okay, it probably could kill, like, cone heads, and maybe bucket heads as well, but other than that, it's not going to kill any higher than that. That's level complete. Let's hope next level is a completely different loadout instead of just kernel pulp and stars. Kernel pulp again. Oh god, we can only use kernel pulp to this level. Yeah, this is what is bad because we've been given sunflower, so we have one less actual plant. Why have we always been given kernel pulp? We've been given kernel pulp for every single level so far. Obviously, now we've got to deal with cone heads with only... Okay, this might be a little bit of a challenge, but again, why we have just got given Colonel Pult, like... Why have we been given such, like, bad loadouts? Like, we've just been given Colonel Pult for the first 3 levels. Imagine we get it, like, for the whole of this video. That would be funny. I mean, to be honest, though, Colonel Pult spam is actually quite powerful, because obviously, the more you get... Come on, no, really? Or a Kona, that's going to be... But let's say we've got loads. One of them is at least going to throw butter. Well, if you just got one, it's probably quite bad. Where 2 of them must be good. Do you know what? Realistically, we're actually only going to need like a 1 row of twin sunflowers. We're not going to need any more than that because we've already got loads of sun, so I'm not even going to like bother getting 2 rows of twin sunflowers because we really do not need it. Right, I'm going to start replacing this back row of sunflowers so obviously we can get in more kernels. Oh, we'll actually also be giving cherry bomb as well. So I guess it's not just corn. So we obviously can use a lot more things as well. We've obviously got cherry bomb to obviously help us out. So that's obviously a good thing as well. I literally just made that tea and it's nearly cold. What the hell? What do you guys think of cold tea? Let me know in the comments. It's rather you love it or you hate it. Same as like Marmite. What the hell? Yeah, look at all the butter, yeah. They're like permanently stunned because I think they have like a 25% chance to throw. No, I think they have like a 10% chance to throw butter. Let's just say, yeah, we get like 10 of them. Obviously, we can't fit 10, but let's just say like 1 of them at least is going to throw butter. Final wave, here we go. Let's use cherry bomb as well for one of the waves down there. That looks. I'll take him out. Oh, look at that! Look all the kernels and. Oh, it's actually quite a fun level actually. We've got now. Oh, different. Now again, look. Coffee bean. So I'm allowed to bring a mushroom. And I'm going to bring the doom shroom. And obviously we're getting a sunflower. Obviously we've got starfruit again. We've pretty much had the same ones. But yeah, like I said, been given coffee bean. So obviously because we've been given coffee bean, we have to bring a mushroom. Well, we don't have to bring a mushroom, but I don't see why you wouldn't. Because otherwise then we can't use coffee bean. So we're going to bring doom shroom. I guess I could bring fume shroom instead, but I don't know, it really depends. It really depends on what the scenario is. But I feel like having a bit of fun, so we're going to bring Doom Shroom to obviously kill everything. Then we just bring 2 plants that we literally cannot use. So we kind of thought, obviously we cannot use these at all, so I might as well bring them. So it's literally the same strategy as 1-2, but instead of kernel pulp, it's cabbage pulp. I mean, fair enough. That's fine, I'm not complaining about that. So look, we literally cannot use sea shroom or lily pad, so literally we're locked to this loadout. Which I mean, it's actually a pretty decent loadout. Spotify says, MGK video for Cliche has arrived. Watch on Spotify. Obviously, I've seen the music video for Cliche. Do you know what? Generally, MGK's new song, Cliche, it's actually really good. Honestly, like, it's actually a really good song. Now, hopefully I don't get dissed by Eminem by saying that, but it generally is a good song. Like, especially someone's called him the multi-genre king. I mean, he has been good at both things. Okay, I don't think Eminem would actually care if I said I don't mind MGK. Obviously, I'll still admit MGK got absolutely melted in Killshot, and I'll always stick to that. Like, Eminem is a way better rapper than MGK, and I'll admit it. Like, I'm not even trying to disrespect either of them, but Eminem is way better than MGK. But obviously, I do like the new song Cliche. Like, I feel like ever since I know the story. Obviously, Killshot obviously got MGK kind of to switch genres. Like, I guess that was a bit like thingy, but even then, I think ever since he's actually switched genres, I feel like he's actually been better. I feel like he's actually better. Obviously, don't mind his raps. But him actually switching genres to obviously like Cliche, like, it actually really works. It actually really works for him. Like, genuinely, it actually really works. So in a way, it's kind of good that he kind of switched genres. Obviously, now he does like everything now. But yeah, I mean, I want to try and do that. I want to try and do like multi-genres. Like, I feel like personally, I want to try. I mean, I want to try out every genre. Obviously, I might not do every single genre, but I at least want to make one song of every genre, at least, on my catalogue. Let's just say, for example, like, because also, so it's just necessary because obviously we can reach more audiences. Like, let's just say people who don't like the music I do now, let's just say they're into rock, and I make a rock song, they're going to be like, at least I've got an opportunity to get an extra couple listeners, or probably a couple thousand listeners. But there's at least one person who's at least going to want, like, a rock song. Did you get what I mean? So, at least I can range around a wider audience. That's why I feel like, personally, it probably is good that I do that. Because I can reach the wider audience as well by having multi-genres. Obviously, I'll have my main genres, which I feel like, I mean, on Spotify and everything says I'm pop or alternative pop. That's what my genre apparently is. Some songs I've got that are kind of classed as hip-hop as well. Like, I think, what is it? Into the Mist is classed as popped. Oh, not popped, as pop. Into the Mist is classed under pop. But I personally think it's alternative pop. Sorry, I think it's hip-hop, apparently. So, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I do kind of... It's like a slowish kind of rap. Also, I might as well say this one thing also as well. I actually done an IQ test literally, like, a couple minutes ago. And... Oh, okay, a bit more than that. More like an hour ago now. But I've actually got an IQ of 118, which... I'm quite impressed, actually. 118 is actually... pretty decent, especially for like someone my age. I think personally 118, I think is actually pretty good. I've got to look at all these guys. Oh! Doomshroom, 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 Doomshroom. Obviously, okay, it's a bit too late now. Doesn't matter. I completely forgot about Doomshroom, but it doesn't matter.
Nuts in my mouth.
We're going bowling. Hey, take this walnut. Why'd I put a walnut in your hand? Because I'm crazy. Now go bowl me. This level is going to be very long, so yeah, it might not. Obviously, you might not see much of this level because obviously this is not really part of the challenge. But I don't know. We probably it depends how much. Wait, we've got bucket heads here. Wait, does Adventure 2 give you different zombies here? Well, I never knew that. Adventure 2 is different. It gives you bucket heads. Bucket heads introduced really early. Normally they're introduced at like 1-8 or 1-7. Pole voters as well. What the hell? Why are we getting introduced to such more future zombies? Like, I don't really get it. Newspaper. Why are we getting introduced to such future zombies? Like, what the heck? We're getting introduced to such future zombies. This is like really weird. How are we meant to do this? Oh, we've got a new Plant Fire Zen Garden. Perfect. How is this possible? What? No. This is out of order. Okay, let's fly my face. This is so difficult. We literally lost a lawnmower. I'm probably playing my my walnuts wrong. I probably am. Knowing me, I probably am. Right. I'm gonna try and save the explode nut. Right. That should. Yeah, that will take a lot of them out for us. Perfect. If I play that. Oh, perfect. Oh, so good. Oh, God, that was difficult. I can't believe we lost a lawnmower as well. That's... Why is that so difficult? You know what, guys? Well, that's very odd. But this is actually where we're ending off the video. Yeah, I know. You're probably thinking, why is the video getting ended now? Because obviously, I know in the future, these levels are going to get very, very hectic. Like that one level there probably took at least like 15 minutes to do. And obviously, that is a very long level. So that's why the levels are getting very much longer and much more harder as well. So obviously, we're going to have to cut down the videos, obviously. So yeah, each world will have 2 parts now. So yeah, that's going to be what it is. So yeah, guys, let's obviously check out our new plant before obviously we end off. I bet that loadout next time is not going to be a thing. I bet when we reload into this game, it's probably not going to be a loadout. But knowing me, I'll probably record literally the second part literally right after this one. I know I probably will. Do you know what? I probably will. So when you see me in the next 2 clothings, obviously I'll record both the parts. Obviously I'll record both of the parts, but obviously they'll be separated. So obviously, that, for your information, they'll be separate. The 2 parts I have, I'll record in one sitting. Unless it's too long, but other than that, they'll be uploaded at different separate times, if that makes sense. Right, what do we get? What's that of mine? What's this? 3,000 for... Oh! This is probably where we can actually earn a lot of money. Well, I was going to the shop, because obviously I feel like we're going to start needing stuff. 14 grand to our name. Although, I mean, to be honest, the seed slots at the moment are actually really pointless. We do not need the seed slots. Walnut first aid lets you plant fresh new walnuts over damaged ones. Works for tall nuts and pumpkins too. I will actually take that because that can actually be really useful in the future. It's probably really useless right now. We probably do not need it, but I do want to save up for the imitator because the imitator will actually be really helpful. But do we want a cat tail though? Or should I save up for the imitator, which is $3 grand? Or do I buy a winter melon? I mean, we don't need cat tail at the moment. So do you know what? I'll probably save up for the imitator because that's at least one thing we can use. But for now, let's just buy a glove, and obviously we can also buy. Obviously, we can buy this item, which obviously is Stinky the Snail. Obviously, he will help to get us towards, obviously, yeah, collecting any coins that these drop. Obviously, they're not going to drop any coins at the moment. But yeah, that's what this video is going to be. So, guys, I'm excited to play the rest of the parts. So, obviously, I'll be recording part 2 of this, or part 7 straight away. But yeah, if you enjoy this one, the first half, if you enjoy the first half, please hit that like and sub down below. That helps me out a lot. And also comment what else you want to see on this channel. I'll try and make that happen. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a good one. See ya.
Reload it, hit on the bass and reload it. Reload it, hit on the bass and reload it.